Now, I showed you at the top of the program what happened at Sydney's Inner West Council when the Greens put up an anti-Israel motion last night and protesters were organised to be there. Have a look.
Shame on Labor. Shame. You've made your decision tonight. You've made your decision. We'll see you at the election. You're not getting back in.
Yeah, ugly scenes. The police were called and the meeting was eventually abandoned. Let me go to a councillor and former mayor from neighbouring Cumberland Council, Steve Christou, joins me on the desk. Good to talk to you again, Steve. This is very, very worrying. How volatile is the situation in Western Sydney, and are the Greens councillors agitating?
Look, it is very concerning, and I believe the Greens councillors need to stop it. You know, they're creating a dangerous situation where elected representatives' lives are being put in danger. What we saw last night was absolutely disgraceful, and I'm very surprised that there was no police presence organised by the Mayor and the General Manager beforehand. That's what should have been done.
Yeah, they knew there was going to be a protest there. They were circulating that on social media days, maybe weeks ago. So it's surprising there wouldn't have been security arranged in the first place. Have you ever had to do that at council meetings?
Yes, we did have to do it a couple of times where we took the appropriate precautions and we informed the local police and riot police were informed. So I'm very surprised that people were endangered. I'm surprised at the behaviour that was tolerated last night. And why were speakers allowed to speak for 5 hours and not vetted if they actually lived in the area? Like, there's no place on local councils for this kind of activism. People expect their roads, their rubbish, their potholes to be filled, their streets to be cleaned, not debating for 5 hours about issues over in the Middle East that will not affect Australian residents or whatsoever. It won't change the outcome. Well,
it's not an isolated incident, though. I want to show another example. This is Bankstown Council, again, the southwestern Sydney suburbs. Bankstown, an area where there's a large Muslim population, and this is featured in Jonathan Lee's documentary Clash of Faiths last night. Have a look at this.
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free!
Palestine!
Bosses are Zionists. Wait up for you to go, man. Just get out of here. Get the out of here.
Yeah, there we go. Heated scenes. Now, Steve, the point is here, people will have different issues on the Middle East war, and I certainly go into those issues a lot on this program, and people are allowed to disagree. But how can local government, as you say, councils, it seems an extraordinary place to be venting these issues of foreign affairs and international strategic relations?
Well, that's it. They can't. Essentially, you've got a council, the Inner West Council, trying to play the United Nations and impose sanctions on Jewish-based companies, and it's not on. At the end of the day, what needs to happen, there needs to be common sense come back and people look after local issues. That's what they're elected to do, not promote activism and riots and disharmony amongst the local community. Yeah. This is a council, Chris, that can't even pick up its rubbish on time.
Let's get that sorted out first. Yeah. Thanks for joining us, Steve. I appreciate it. Steve Christou there, councillor from the Cumberland City Council and former mayor there.